So what that means is that it's internal. That means we all have it innately within us. So I think it's just flipping it. There's something called cognitive behavioral therapy. It's almost like opposite thinking. It's just helping process it.
Welcome, everyone. We are here in Tabernash, Colorado, up in the Rocky Mountains. This is the ADHD Adulting Fireside Chat, which is a unique opportunity for everyday ADHD adults to connect, share advice, and learn from one another how to thrive with this condition. Tonight's topic, New Year, New You, resolutions, routines, and relapse.
Hi, my name is Sai Yang. I'm a social worker and a Hmong American. I live in New York City. I'm an advocate in my community in terms of social work public policy. I love uplifting the next generation of social workers, and I am a late ADHD diagnosed. And I live with that, I own it, I accept it, I have struggled with it. I wasn't diagnosed until 2018, and it took me 5 years, even as a social worker, and I knew I had it, but it was a lot of shame and embarrassment, and it took me a while to get used to it. Acceptance was my hardest. Part of it is the Asian community of shame and embarrassment and taboo about mental health. It wasn't true. If it wasn't true, then something wrong with you. So there's a lot of shame with it.
Or how would it have been different if you had got diagnosed earlier?
Oh my God, I always think of a tool person, right? You just have a saw, right? And I'm working with a saw that's old, that's rusty. I would have been more efficient with the tools that I would have had. I would have been accepting of my diagnosis. I would have been less harder on myself. Honest truth, I would have been more successful in my learning. Like I realized I can't read for nothing, right? And I thought something wrong with me. But in truth, it was actually my ADHD and my attention. There's a quote that I heard about ADHD that says that ADHD loves structure but hates routine. And because I can create a whole to-do list, I can create the makeup of my business and all that stuff, but I can't fucking finish it. And I also relate with you because I'm too intense to myself. So one of the goals and processes here is to go out there. So I joined a Hmong marketing group. Never done that before. So $30 a month and just seeing them look into my marketing and just sharing my thing with them. So they're giving me feedback on it, and then he's a marketer, so it's getting me to oh shit, I need to put out. And similar to you, Aaron, it's really hard to put myself publicly online on something I care about, right? Because my podcast is about vulnerability, storytelling, and so forth. Now I have to be vulnerable. I think that's the difference, and I can't complete it. So all that's coming together is frustrating me. So I don't even have a goal yet to even know how to complete, because I'm really good at reading books, but don't finish them, So I don't know what it is yet.
Ooh, so many banger quotes in there. Okay, so I'm really good at reading books, but I don't finish them. I'm really good at making list structure, but not routine, right? Yeah, I relate to that. You put me in a room full of old shoes in a costume shop that I'm supposed to clean and reorganize. Got it.
You going?
But if I have to design the shoe or something, and if I have to really ideate from zero to finish, that's where the roadblocks show up.
But you've also been, I want to toot your horn a little bit here. You've been doing really good job of workout routines recently.
Thank you. Yeah. And then, but to the overall point, I've pulled every card, the tricking yourself into it, the making it easier by putting the clothes right there, by learning from Aaron something that I have been working with this person for over a decade, and it is insane to me that only last summer did I learn that you can set 2 alarms, one for your medicine and then one to wake up, and that changed everything. Okay? The idea that I can take this stimulant medication, it will help me wake up 30 minutes from now and get to the gym, that was a huge change. So to piggyback off of this, sometimes it doesn't happen until it's supposed to happen. Right? So yeah. So I've pulled every card, right? And now the results are in. And I think to relate it to that, I know there's gonna be that moment for you 6 months, a year from now, where you laugh and remember the couch, right? Where you said it out loud in front of everyone and you go, I did it. I fucking did it. I said it in front of them. I was so nervous and I hated myself for doing it for a second. And then it was self-love for the rest, thereon.
Yeah, I mean, I still have that in the back of my mind, but what if you don't? What if you fail? Then you have all these people you've told. There's still a little bit of that in there.
But I want to ask you the next question. What if you succeed?
That is a good point. That is a very good point.
Oh, dream about that. That might be.
Is it scarier? Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's true.
I honestly feel like fear of success is harder to deal with than because I know what failure looks like, but I don't always know what success looks like, especially.
So it's an unknown.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait, we're gonna come back to that. I really
that's
generally the fear of success over the fear of failure. That's cool. Sai, What is the first? My partner has something that she's brought into my life that I'm so thankful for, and it's I have a tweak, but it's what's the first good thing or the next good thing? Mine or what's the next right thing? But in the vulnerability podcast journey, what's the next good thing?
What's the next good thing to share? What's the next good thing
What's
to...
the next good thing along the journey of creating that podcast?
Oh,
that
what's the
you
next...
can
Okay, the beauty of interviewing people. Like I get to interview one of my legend of one of the a professor that I went to school. I get to interview people who are shamans. I get to interview a documentarian. And I'm gonna get to interview people who are just talks about toxic masculinity. So I get to talk about taboos that would be so fun that no one fucking talks about. And as a licensed social worker, I can bring out like the mental health topics and I can introduce that. So that's gonna be the most fun thing for me. Yeah.
We need more mental health people in this podcast.
Fucking most. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Podcasting is
Yeah.
so fun.
I can't wait. Now we're networking. Teach me. So.
Yeah, okay, we can talk.
And for the record, you just doubled down because that was a good thing that you just did.
The strength of ADHD is that you can gather a lot of information and you can synthesize them and then you can speak on them. And that's powerful. And I didn't realize how I'm able to like bring all those information together. I can bring a lot of information. Number two, the social aspects of it. Like ADHD allows me to talk to people. It allows me to pick up on very minor things that, whether it's nonverbal or verbal. ADHD is really fun because it lets you live in the moment a lot of the time. So it allows me to enjoy all those pieces. My ADHD also tells me that I'm very curious about things, like the next bright shining light, I will just look over. So that's good for people too, because I'm naturally curious. There's always the fulfilling of a need, a satisfaction. It's pros and cons because impulsivity does play a role, right?
Sai, you were telling us about a behavior or habit that you're wanting to change and not keep, that's detrimental or something that you need to do that is constructive
To achieve our goal.
to achieve your goal.
Well, I always like to talk about, we in social, we call it psychoeducation, so learning about what it is. So healthy, unhealthy habits, so identifying that first. I'm really bad at that because I'm compulsive too as well. I still do e-cigarettes. Thank you. I'm getting better at it because I'm compulsive and I do e-cigarettes too. It's not healthy. So it's being able to identify, being aware. So that's what I teach a lot of clients too as well. It's like, can you identify and be aware what's healthy and what's not healthy? Number two, we got to go back to addiction. Do y'all know who has the best habits? Addicts, right? They know when they want to fucking drink. They know when they're gonna smoke. The gamblers are very consistent. They go to the place, they do that, right? Those are the best habits. So what that means is that it's internal. That means we all have it innately within us. So I think it's just flipping it. There's something called cognitive behavioral therapy. It's almost like opposite thinking. It's just helping process it. So I've been trying to do that. So with my podcast, I hate doing this. So I have something called imposter syndrome and macro invalidation.
Imposter syndrome and
Oh, so it's a document that I created, and I just titled it "Imposter Syndrome" and then parentheses macro invalidation, right?
Wow, okay.
And I just write all the things. You're not good enough. This podcast sucks. What else? You're never gonna finish it, and all that
Macro
stuff.
invalidation.
Yes, it came
love
from one
You
of
tell yourself. So like big picture,
right.
overarching ways you invalidate yourself.
Yes, and I did not come up with that word. It was my mentor. One of my mentor, LCSW. So yes, that's exactly it. So that's why I love using that word, right? Because
it's
actually,
great.
I'm curious. What does that mean to y'all?
I actually exactly what it felt like macro invalidations.
It means what you said.
Yeah.
It's like the global way you tell yourself.
All the little cuts that you give yourself.
And it's not at a granular enough level where it's like tangibly grabbing onto anything to like actually discount like for this reason this is true. It's like it's not
There's all the lies that your mind.
yeah, and no
Lies.
feeling better about it in that kind of like broad. Yeah. Okay, tell us more. It's just like I'm terrible.
So tell us, yeah. So you
But then nothing there to grab on.
But there's a way. Oh, sorry.
yeah. So go on. So what do you do with that
So
document?
this way. So I call it exposure therapy. Just the more you see it that you're not good enough, but I just don't end there. So the other half is motivational quotes. I guess motivating things and like tips and tricks and all that stuff. I need to share with y'all. Y'all need to see this because it's very interesting and good practice for yourself. So I do that, and the last thing is identity. Like I got it from Atomic Habits, so it's kind of similar to. And you caught me too. He's like, I want to read books. I want to finish a book, right? But that comes from a place of deficiency. Meaning you're not good enough, or Aaron must have said this, I can't remember. So the identity is that what does a person who reads a book do, right? They put it in the backpack. They put it by the keys. They read it 10 pages a day, right? Things like that. So I actually still need help with this in my podcast, but it's just doing 1% at a time. So I have to read macro invalidation document first, and then I just do a couple things. But I still have the overall thing, so I'm still stuck. I'm just saying what I try to practice. But
I have a little bit of a tip for you, just real quick, because I like the idea of like the macro invalidation, like recognizing what you're telling yourself. But I think also maybe try to flip that, right? What are the reframes that you can tell yourself that you can talk yourself into doing the podcast or talk yourself out of those invalidation statements? Because when we invalidate ourselves and talk down to ourselves, we kind of need the opposite of, it's easy to tell yourself what you like are bad at and what you can't do. But it's so much harder for us to come to the other side and be like, why isn't that true? Yeah. What am I doing?
I like the why isn't that true? Because I want to ask for clarification. Is that what the second half of the document is?
Yep.
The affirmation?
Well,
Do they
the
directly
second half,
tied to are they paired to an invalidation above?
they are paired. It's supposed to combat it.
Okay, so it is
Okay.
so it is a negative self core belief, and then or not in spite of that, this is the stronger belief.
Yes, exactly right there.
But the affirmations have to be something that speaks to a true core belief. It can't just be like platitudes. Oh, I'm great. I'm fine. Like I'm good. I'm awesome. Like things like that. That doesn't work. It has to be something that's like, that's actually more true than the invalidating statement. What does radically accepting your ADHD look like for you?
Yeah, I love that question. Radical acceptance comes with compassion, number one. Living the radical acceptance of ADHD can also be that I can teach other. And that's the beauty of it. Like people, and this is why I love this program, what you all doing, because people go through this thing. We don't talk about these things. So when you teach to people, that means you're telling them about this. That means it's a real issue. So I'm a big person as a social worker shining light on depression, anxiety, and trauma. The more light we shine on it, the more we talk about it. And then the main thing about radical acceptance, which I want to close on, is healing. You heal from your traumas, you heal from your shame and your embarrassment. So healing is part of radical acceptance. So no one's gonna love you like the way you love yourself. We've seen when people don't accept how tall they are, or don't accept how beautiful they are, or don't accept that they're not rich enough, right? And those things bring you down, and you get stuck in that state of mind and that cycle. I really think accepting ADHD, it's okay that I have it. And when you can get to that point, the best thing is self-love, because I think that's where we get you to. You are not alone. It's okay to get medication. It's okay to be evaluated. Your insurance pays for this, so it's okay. Fight for this, because you're more than your diagnosis.